Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing something really fun. We're going to be taking a look at what would a tarot reader tell your person if they were having a reading on you. So in order to do this, we're going to be picking 3 piles, and today we're going to be doing it in front of the camera. So we're going to be picking 3 piles to see which one you're drawn to, and that'll be your pile. So let's see what the first pile is. You have the Broomstick. Okay, so that's the first pile. Let's see what the second pile is. You have Raven. And the third pile, you have Spider. Very interesting choices. Okay, so take a look at these 3 pictures, see which one you're the most drawn to, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, I assure you there's more for you to know. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the Broomstick. And what I see right away is that their tarot reader will pick up from this card, or in their reading, they will tell them that the person that you like is quite unique. With the red hair here, I see that this is a person who's unique and a person who is very irresistible, because this person has a balance between their masculine energy and their feminine energy, meaning that this person is quite confident and at the same time quite empathetic, which is a very rare combination to have. I see that this person has a pure heart, an honest person, and because they're so honest with themselves and because they know who they are very well, they swipe away any opportunities that come in that they don't like. So they're quite picky, pile number 1, with the person that they want. This is what their tarot reader will tell them straight away. This tarot reader will say that I think the reason you like them is because they are very unique. They're not the sort of person that you've met a lot, and to you they are exactly how you like them. So you might have a lot of choices, might have seen some people who have some of the choices that you want in some area, but I see you have a bingo here. I see that you have a person who has exactly what you wanted in a person. I also see the tarot reader telling this person to be careful, because this is a person who radiates a lot of confidence, a lot of charisma, a lot of attraction. And this is a time of their lives where a lot of people have their eye on them. And they know that, and that they are only going to pick what they have their eye on. Okay, so pile number 1. Let's see what else you have in your tarot cards. Let's see what a tarot card reader would tell your person about you if they were to have a reading. Okay, so let's see what you have. So you have the Star in reverse. What I see the tarot reader would be telling your person, pile number 1, is that at the moment, this is a very hard to reach person. This is a person who knows their self-worth, who knows who they are. And again, the same message is a person who turns down a lot of the proposals that they get, because they only take in the ones that nourish their souls. They only take the ones that they believe are worth to be with them, because they give out a lot of goodness and they're expecting the same. So if they want to be with you, they better play and they better give out their best game, pile number 1. What I see your tarot card reader will tell this person is that you're a person who's really loved socially, a person who's unique, and a person that a lot of people want to be friends with. And pile number one, if you want to get to know them, I think that this person, the tarot reader, would tell this person to mingle within your circles, because you're not the sort of person who goes out with a lot of people. You only go out with the people who you feel like they're your soul tribe, the people who fit your ethical standards, who fit your intellectual standards, who fit certain criteria. You're very picky with who you spend your time with. So in order for this person to mingle with you, I think it's time for them to join in the activities that you love, to join in the communities that you're in, because this is where honestly they're gonna see you. You're very picky and you're just not everywhere. It's very hard to get to you, pile number one. So this is a tricky area right there. And again, they have to play in their best game because you're loved within your communities. People know that you're unique and they treat you as such. Pile number one. So pile number one, with the King of Pentacles here, I see that you're a person who's expecting a lot from the person that comes into your life. And so if they don't understand that, if they have any problems with being selfish with their time, selfish with their money, not that you need their money or anything, it's just that it's a form of swapping good energy from you to them and to them to you. If they're not kind in general with their time, their resources, their help, just like you are to them, if they're not careful with how special they hold you, what's going on here? If they're not careful with what they say to you and how they treat you in front of people and alone, especially how honest and loyal they are, you are going to turn them down no matter how successful they are in life. Pile number three. So I see their tarot reader telling them, listen, this person, pile number one's person, if you are not giving and if you are not there to be honorable and give them from your heart and be honest, I think this person is going to turn you down no matter how successful they are, because they're not there to look at your materialistic successes. They're not there to look at your outer facade. I think they're more interested in who you are and what you bring to the table in real life. And if you're not willing to do that and play your best game, I don't think you have any shots with this person at all. So with the amount of people rushing into their lives and being interested in them, I think you have to hold the highest cup, showing that you're willing to give them honesty, integrity, loyalty, respect, time, effort, resources, whatever it is, because that's what you do with the person that you love. And you'll be sure that you will be getting an equal treatment from this person. Pile number one's person. Okay, so pile number one, what your tarot card reader would tell this person is that this person is all about giving. They are very helpful towards the people around them, and they're born to be givers. This is a very kind person who believes in equality and would speak out instantaneously if they see unfairness in the world. I see their tarot card reader telling them that this is a person who cares about so many causes that may not even pertain to them. So they're all there about animal rights, feminism, even men who are being treated unfairly, domestic violence, the environment, any sort of inequality or unfairness or any sort of racism that happens in the world. This is a person who's outspoken, has a beautiful heart, and does not accept inequality in any form or shape. Pile number 1. All right, so pile number 1. What I see their tarot card reader telling them straight away is that you're a person who loves their freedom. You love to fly, and you cannot be possessed. So if they have any control problems, or they wish to possess you in any way, control you, make you, shape you in any form to fit their world, that is just not going to work. It painfully doesn't work with you. You are a person who has this Aquarius energy to you. You love your freedom, with the star card here, and with this and the broom. You might have Aquarius in your chart, pile number 1. You love your freedom. You're not a person who can be tied down. You're rather a person who can stick around if love and integrity exists, pile number 1. And so if this person is not willing to understand that there is freedom in this relationship, because you will give them their freedom, and if they don't reciprocate with the amount of freedom that you're giving out, it's not going to work, pile number 1. You're a free soul, and you cannot be tied down at all. So you have some unique characteristics there. I think pile number 1, if I were to name your reading, person who is a free soul and knows exactly what they want. All right, so let's take a look at what else their tarot reader would be telling them about you, pile number 1. Pile number 1, so what I see the tarot reader would be telling them is that you're a person who would stick around if they felt like you were a good person, while other people could leave others for selfish reasons, for reasons that pertain to whatever it is that they wanted, take what they want and leave. I see that their tarot reader tells them that you're a very loyal person, and that you're going to be there during the good times and during the bad times, that you're a very good soul, and you're not someone who, once they're in, they're not going to leave them very easily if they prove to be a person worthy of your attention and your time. So while it's very hard for them to get in, it's also equally very hard for them to be released by you if they prove their integrity, if they prove how much you mean to them and how much they're willing to give to you. I see that their tarot reader would be telling them that you're a person who sticks around forever. That once you believe in them, you will always be there for them during the good times and during the bad times, and that you're never going to let go of them like many other people would. I see that their tarot reader would be telling them that it is you during the hard times that will be giving your all to help them out and be there for them, pile number 1, which is a wonderful trait to have. So while you're very hard to get, once they're in your entourage, it is very hard for them to go out unless they do something that proves that they don't have this sort of integrity, and then you're just going to sweep them out. Of course, you do your cleaning, your spring cleaning as usual. Pile number 1. So with the Queen of Wands here, pile number 1, I see their tarot reader telling them that if you have this combination between very self-confident but at the same time very humble. And so while you're very self-assured, while you stick out, and while you have all the reasons in the world to feel really good about yourself, which you do, of course, but you're very humble at the same time. And you appreciate the wonderful things about the people around you as well. And and while you value yourself, you don't see yourself as being above anyone else, and you're actually quite easy to approach once people prove themselves. They're going to be surprised by how easy it is to talk to you, how smooth you are, and how your maturity really helps this relationship develop into something so beautiful that I don't think they've experienced before. Pile number one. I don't think uh, this person is very well versed when it comes to mature relationships in general. And I see their tarot reader telling them that they're going to be experiencing with you a different kind of relationship altogether if they ever get this opportunity with you. They are going to see someone who knows how to act and behave in a manner that makes things so easy, that makes things flow wonderfully. And in order for them to be able to experience this smoothness in treatment, this beautiful, free spirited, yet valued kind of attitude. So you have a free spirit. What I want to say is you have a free spirit, but at the same time, you hold dear the ones that mean a lot to you. And for them to experience all this, they have to up their game. They have to show their mature side as well. Otherwise, they're not coming in as usual. And that's the theme of your reading here, pile number one. So pile number one, the first thing that I see here with this card, what I see this tarot reader telling your person is that you're a very unique opportunity. That if they miss being with you, they're never going to have something similar ever again. They might meet mature people, they might meet lovely people, but honestly, pile number one, you're a very unique, and that's why I said this was the theme of your reading. You're a very unique, once in a lifetime person. And I think you know it, pile number one. And I see this tarot reader really advising them to really work on themselves and up their game, because you are really worth this chance. And if they're not going to get it, someone very lucky is going to get this opportunity to be with someone as wonderful and mature as you are. Someone who they are going to really have a lot of fun with. Someone who they can have a mature conversation with. There's a lot of excitement, an air of excitement to you. I see that they would be getting into a very fun, esoteric world almost with you. They will see a lot of different things to you. They will see your professional side of you, they will see the spiritual side of you, they will see the different types of hobbies that you have. I think with your broom, pile number one, you'll be taking them into a world they haven't seen before, and all of a sudden they won't see the same streets and the same places that you go to the same ever again, because they will see a new perspective. It's like you're going to take them on a ride into your world, and they are going to love being part of your life. I think that they may be a little bit bored or depressed in their life, or maybe they have a life that has the same rhythm and the same pattern. And I think that their tarot reader will be telling them that being with you is going to be an adventure, a once in a lifetime adventure that they will really enjoy. And they better not miss an opportunity like that, because while it looks very hard to get you, it's actually quite easy if they deal with you in a very mature way that has a lot of self-respect. So pile number one, what I see their tarot reader with, and I'm not surprised here, what I see their tarot readers telling them is that they are going to think that you're a very unconventional person, Again, with the star here and the Hierophant in reverse, pile number one, you must have Aquarius in your chart. I see that their tarot reader will be telling them that you're very unconventional. You're not the sort of person that you're going to meet ever again. You have your own ideas about things, your own thoughts. You don't conform to what society expects of you, and you run your own show, pile number one. I see their tarot reader telling them that you are the leader of your life and you only do what you believe in. And in order for them to be with you, they have to accept you just the way that you are, with the good, the bad, what they're convinced with and what they're not convinced with, because you're a free thinker and you will always have your own thoughts, and you expect someone to respect your mind just as you would respect theirs. And so when we were discussing that you don't want anyone to control you, it's not just about controlling your freedom, it's also about respecting the way you think and respecting your different views and ideas about things in life, because you definitely are very unique and you have different ideas in terms of so many areas in your life. And if they want to enjoy this journey, then they better fasten up and let you take the lead in driving your own life, because you will definitely be letting them drive their own life as well. And so together, both of you would be leaders, and both of you could be enjoying the different aspects of your two new worlds. Two new worlds merging, where you have fun with them and they have fun with you. And it makes it a very worthwhile journey, pile number one. So I see their tarot reader telling them that if they want an equal partner, someone who they're not going to control but is going to be equally strong, then this is the right person for them, pile number one. Oh, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Finally, pile number one. What I see their tarot reader definitely telling them is that it's going to take time for them to get closer to you. They're not going to see the benefits straight away, but if they want to be with you, it's going to take them time to get to know you. They got to give you this time to see who they are inside out. And so they have to understand that it's going to be a long journey, just like with the broom here, where you can start to understand their lives better, and where you can start to, where they, can start to develop by being around you. There's a lot of things that they can learn from you. And I think that they need to be around you in order to learn more about how you think, how you believe communication is done, how you believe honesty means. And by spending this time with you, being your friend, they're going to learn so much from you that is going to prepare them to what is to come and what it means being with you, pile number one. And here there's something that we can notice straight away. All your pentacles are upside down, and this will give their tarot reader an indication that you are not after someone who is successful on the outside, someone who shows off, and someone who shows you all the different things that they own and how much wealth that they've accumulated. I think their tarot reader will be telling them that you're all about what's on the inside than what's on the outside. And they have to do the real work, unfortunately. They're not going to be able to pursue you with the regular ways that they've succeeded in the past doing, oh, look, I have this, oh, look, I have that. No, I think they really have to be honest. They have to have a lot of integrity. They have to have this balance between masculinity and femininity, where they have a lot of empathy. They feel for people. They have a soft side, but at the same time, they're very confident, and they're able to take up a responsibility of having a healthy relationship. They're honest and sweet at the same time. Pile number one. I see their tarot reader telling them that you're a very strong force. It's almost very hard to not be attracted to you. And the more they get into your life, the more it's hard for people to pull themselves out of your life. I think, pile number one, that you already know that the people who get close to you find it very hard to leave you if you decide to clean them out of your life, because they've experienced such great emotions with you, whether friends, family, or lovers. Um, and it's very saddening and heartbreaking when you need to clean someone out of your life because they've shown some toxicity. And I see their tarot reader telling them to be careful, because the more they spend time with you, the more they're going to be even more pulled towards you, attracted towards you, and they're going to find it very hard to lose all the beautiful things that they will find in you. And I see the tarot reader warning them to be very careful, because by time they're going to develop a lot of emotions for you that they're not going to be able to let go of very easily. And that if they want to be with you, they really have to work very hard on keeping you, pile number one. So I see you as being a very unique person here, pile number one, and it was really an honor doing this reading for you. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. So you've chosen the Raven card. And what I see right away is that your tarot card reader would tell your person that this person is not very easy to understand straight away. So this is the sort of person who you might get an initial idea about, but by time, as you get to know them, they reveal little by little about themselves and about their world, and you realize by time that every time you nearly got the wrong impression about this person, because this person has a lot of layers and so much depth into them. And the more you get to know them, the more you get to understand how sophisticated they are, how deep they are, and how much they have to offer to people. And they value themselves very well. They're so self-confident and assured. That's why they don't spill out and blabber and say everything about them straight away, because they don't need to convince people about them. They know very well that they are a very special person. They value themselves very well. And so they're not desperate about you liking them. I think in order to get closer to this person, you have to pick it layer by layer, unveil who they are layer by layer, because this is the only way they're going to allow you in. You're not the sort of nobody is able to get into their world straight away. There's so much to them, and they value their private lives. They value what they believe in. They have so many unconventional thoughts and so many unique things about them. So it's not so easy to just get to know them in a day. This is a person who you need to get to know little by little, and the more you unveil a layer, the more you are going to appreciate them. So the raven arrives at times when the veils are thin between two worlds, giving us the opportunity to shape our reality through the integration of spirit and matter. And so what I see this tarot reader telling this person is that this is a person who has a great integration between their spirituality and their real skills in the earthly realms. So this is a person who uses their minds to evaluate a situation, and they also have very high spiritual powers in terms of knowing if something feels wrong or not. They trust their intuition, and they're able to pinpoint exactly what's wrong by observing someone very well. They are able to target exactly what is wrong in the person or the people they're talking with. So in order to get closer to this person who is highly protective of themselves, you need to be extremely honest, with high integrity, because this person is very smart and will pinpoint your lies as you talk to them. This is not an easy person to deal with at all. They have very high standards, just like the mountains here. And if you want to get closer to this person, you gotta take it slow, and you gotta be up to their standards. And you gotta, again, play your best game. You gotta fly very high. And if you call this high maintenance, you better kick yourself out, because you're not gonna be able to get into the world in the first place. If you rather respect them for what they believe they should have, and you are able to fly that high, then welcome to their world, Mr. Raven. That's all I can tell you. All right, so let's take a look at what your tarot cards have to say. Let's see what this tarot reader would tell your person if they were to get a reading about you. So now it's time for us to see what are in the tarot cards for them. All right, so the first thing I see here with the Five of Swords, pile number 2, I see the tarot reader telling your person that if you're into play games to trick this person into having fun, that's not going to work, pile number 2, because pile number 2's person, of course, because like I said, this person is highly protective of themselves. They're able to pinpoint exactly what's wrong, and you're just going to be wasting your time looking like a fool trying to play them, because they're going to say, okay, bye. They're not going to go down to your silly games. They're not going to play along with you. They value themselves too much to play any silly games. And if you're not serious, don't waste your time, because they're definitely not going to be wasting their time at all. So you better be sure of your feelings. You better be sure that you want to stick around, because whatever manipulations that you've done that worked with other people is not going to work with this person. This person has a very strong personality, a strong character. They do not accept anything less than what they believe they deserve. And so if you're not here to give out your best game, I would tell you not to play. That's all I can tell you. Page of Swords, of course. Quite the opposite, pile number 1's person. This person can only allow you into their world, which is blocked from everyone else, if you have high integrity, if you're courageous, if you're mature, if you're able to have the emotional maturity to stand next to them, because they're very powerful. If you're a person who envies people and you're not able to be inspired by others and grow, you're going to be kicked out. On the other hand, if you're a person who is able to grow, who has a lot of mental maturity to them, has an open mind, is strong, courageous, and has good intentions, then you're definitely going to be welcomed into their life, just like a ribbon that's easy to pull out and let you come in. So the tarot reader is telling this person, if your intentions are to play, don't waste your time, because you're not going to be able to play with this person at all, mind you. This is a very strong person, and look for somebody else. But if you're really serious and you want to be with this person, you really like them, then you're going to have to put in a little bit of effort there. You're going to show your best game, because this person flies high, expects very high out of people and out of themselves, and they're going to be giving you the exact same things that they expect from you. Pile number 2. So pile number 2, what the tarot reader would tell this person is, this is a person who easily walks out on people. Not because they don't value people, but because they value themselves. If no matter how close you are to them, if you show toxicity, if you don't show how dear they are to you, if you're not giving them what they're giving you, this is the sort of person that will walk out. This is not the sort of person who's going to stick around, give it one more shot, try. They value themselves too much, and they are very confident about the things they give. They give out their heart and their soul. And if you're not playing the same game, they're going to be leaving. This is a person who's not afraid to be on their own by themselves. Not that they love being on their own, but they're not afraid of being alone if the relationship doesn't suit them. Pile number 1's person. Let's keep this here for now. Okay, so pile number 2, what I see this tarot reader would be telling this person is to think very well before they act with you. Because whatever silly action they're going to be taking, they're going to be paying the consequences of them. Not because you're a harsh person and you're out there to give a hard time to people, but really because you don't allow immaturity into your life. And that's just what it is. Pile number 2. So in order for them to fit into your life, they're going to have to be mature as well. And so if you don't fit into their lives at the moment, they're not going to be the sort of person waiting there for you to take your time to think about whether you can make it work or not. No. So before approaching you, this tarot reader would be telling this person, be careful. This is not the sort of person you are going to have waiting for you. This is a hit or miss chance. They know their self-worth a lot, and you better think before you approach them. Can you be with this person at this moment of your life? Do you have the time? Are you free? Are you in another toxic relationship that you may want to leave? Or are you able to be in a committed relationship? Because these are questions that you really need to think about before you approach this person. Because if you miss with this person, you can call it quits forever. This person is never letting you in as a romantic relationship again. They might keep you as a friend, but always remember, this person, you see the direction, is able to move out of your life like it never happened. Pile number 2's person. So I see this tarot reader warning this person about thinking very well before they do anything silly, before they think they can think while you're there. I think this tarot reader is really advising this person to be very careful. If they want a shot with you, they have to think about this very well and be ready to welcome you into their lives, because they'd be lucky if you welcome them in their lives in the first place. Pile number 2's person. Okay, so what I see here straight away, of course, with this 8 of Pentacles with you, pile number 2, is that this tarot reader is telling this person that this person values people who work hard. They don't like people who don't have a life mission. They don't like people who don't have a direction. And it's not about what you've achieved with this person. It's about what your potential is. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in the skills that you have? Do you have this wonderful life mission and great idea that you're working on? Or are you just pretending to be somebody that you're not, pretending to be a manager way before you're a manager, for example? Are you a person who values work and values your dreams and has so much potential? Because this is how they can vibe and connect with you. You are a person who, pile number 2, who has a lot of goals, a lot of dreams. You believe in yourself so much, and you're willing to fly high. And so you're looking for a counterpart who's willing and able to do the same. So the tarot reader is telling this person, are you a hard worker? Are you a person who has a vision in their mind that they're working towards, climbing and moving towards their dreams until they achieve it? Or are you a person who's pretending to be special, very egoistic, and not doing anything about it? Because if you are, this person has a radar, will detect all of these things. And the reason they're able to predict whether you're a person who's serious or not is because they themselves work very hard. They know what it takes to achieve dreams, to have high integrity, to have high standards, because they work towards it every little single day, feather by feather, hard. They put in their soul, blood, and effort into achieving whatever they want. And so they know very well what it takes to climb mountains, and they'll be able to detect whether you're full of talk and fluff or whether you're really a hard worker, full of potential and full of integrity. And if you are, no matter where you are in life, pile number 2 will value you very much. This is one of the standards that they keep. This is one of the things that initially really makes them fall for a person. High integrity, high work ethics, for sure. A person who has passion, has a mission in life, knows what they want, not someone who just wants to play around. You know, that they don't have time for that at all. So their tarot reader, pile number 2, would tell them straight away that they would love to be with a person who is straight, a person who is straight with their words, a person who keeps their promises, a person who holds their word to a very high standard. I see their tarot reader telling them that if they do not keep their word, you're going to be obviously kicking them out. So what I see their tarot reader telling them is that you better think very hard about what promises you give this person, because every little promise you give to this person will be a judge of your character for them. So if you say, I'm going to be there at 2, and you show up at night, you do that several times, and this person already has a radar telling them, giving them all sort of red flags about your character. If you tell this person that you're going to do something, even if it's small, like if you tell them the next time I'm going to write you a letter and send you off some flowers, I'm going to text you in the morning, no matter how small or how big, this person is watching your every move. So if you don't keep your word with this person, you don't have a chance with them. And as you can see, this person is all about high integrity, is all about high ethical standards that not everyone can is able to keep up with. And that's why a lot of people would call it high maintenance. And if you see keeping your word, the small before the big, and the big, of course, first and foremost, if you're not able to do that, you're not going to be able to fit in this person's life. This is a very strong character, pile number 2's person, and you're just not going to fit in. You better be very careful. Again, thinking hard before you say something is the theme of your reading. Thinking hard about saying silly things, about being manipulative, about giving false promises, about not being clear. All these are things that are just not going to be accepted at all with this very strong person. Oh, they have the Magician. Pile number 2, I see their tarot reader telling them that it's going to take a lot of effort to be with this person. I think unless they're invested, they're not going to be able to come in. They have to really like you in order to put in this effort. You're very picky and you're not waiting, I see their tarot reader telling them that they have to be up to your emotional standards, up to your work ethical standards, up to your passions and love for life, up to your mental standards. And you might be looking all attractive from afar, but unless they put in this effort, they don't have a chance with you. And if they really want to be with you, they have to understand and be willing to be up to your standards. And if they're not willing to put in this effort, then obviously they're not worth being with you. I see their tarot reader really constantly warning them about what it's going to take to be with you. And if you want something way high up there, this is what it takes to get something way high, right? I think pile number 2, maybe you would love to watch pile number 1 because their character is very close to yours, and I see your readings matching to some degree. So if you've picked pile number 1 and 2, I wouldn't be surprised. If you haven't, I invite you to watch it. You may really resonate with it a lot. Okay, you have they have the Chariot. And with the Chariot, I see their tarot reader telling them that you are a person who appreciates courage. You're not a person who is by any means attracted by a person who's too scared to come and talk to you, too scared to say how they feel, too scared to approach you because you might be a little bit intimidating, too scared if you let them down, If they don't have the courage, then they don't deserve to be in your life, pile number 2, because you are about someone who knows what they want and has enough courage and confidence to come and tell you. And be okay to move away if you don't like them. So what? I mean, you tell someone you really admire them, and they politely turn you down, you move away. It's not a big deal. And so if this person doesn't have that sort of courage, which really makes a person very attractive to you, they don't have this amount of courage to come and speak up, to come and get to know you, to come and befriend you, you're not interested, pile number 2. So what I see this tarot reader telling this person with the Ace of Pentacles is that you're a person who appreciates exciting things in life, and you really love traveling. That's what I see here with the Raven and the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles together, that you're a person who loves unique, special experiences. And so if they're a person who's willing to work on themselves and fits this high standards that you have, and is just thinking of what kind of thing could I do to maybe initiate things with this unique person, I think this tarot reader would tell them maybe a nice experience, even if it doesn't have to do with traveling at the moment, because of all the rules and the regulations that we have to respect at the moment. I see their tarot reader tell them, give them a unique experience. They appreciate intellectual things that you work hard to build and do. So maybe think of a fun day where you can safely take them out and show them a whole new world of different exciting things, where you and them can explore a different unique side of life that they haven't done before. I think this is definitely one of the things that will really excite this person towards you and make them want to stick with you. That's what their tarot reader would tell them. So this person appreciates intellect, appreciates exciting things in life, and definitely travel. So whether they have this opportunity or not, but if this person really likes you, I think their tarot reader would tell them to present you with new opportunities that are exciting. Maybe if they have the resources to help you out with an opportunity that you're looking forward to be in, that would really excite you. And it's not about how big this opportunity is. It's about the thought put into it, and it's about how unique and intellectual and exciting it is. And the more this person puts in more effort, the more they definitely have a key to your heart, just like a keyhole here. Pile number 2. Very interesting. Oh, so the last thing I see this tarot reader telling this person is to move away from bickering as much as possible, and rather create a more mature, powerful conversation with you. Bickering is just not going to work with this person. They're a raven. They're too strong and too mature for this kind of behavior. I see this tarot reader advising this person to think and put together their thoughts before they come and tell you about the things that they need to talk to you with, because if they act out emotionally, that's not going to work. If they talk to you constructively, it's definitely going to work, and it's going to build your relationship and make it stronger by time. And the tarot reader would be assuring them that they too will be working on creating great communication skills with you and building a mature relationship, because they are a very mature person. I see with the raven here is that the tarot reader is finally telling this person to, because the raven is a keeper of secrets. So what I see here straight away is that the tarot reader would be telling them to hold their tongue and not tell you how they feel until they've thought about it very well, because it's no joke. You're going to walk away and never have you again if they don't think about their situation very well from an outside picture, and not act on their emotions straight away, but rather consider their situation very well before they come and talk to you. I see their tarot reader telling them to take things slow and to trust the process with you and unveil who you are little by little until you two become one. Pile number 2, I really loved your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. So you've chosen a very interesting card. Your card is the spider card. You also have 2 and 8, which is a very unique number. It's a number for lovers, and it's a number for abundance. And so what I see this tarot reader telling this person is that this is a person who doesn't allow anyone in their home unless they're sure that they fit in. I see their tarot reader telling them that just as beautiful as a pattern, a spider's pattern is, it's equally entrapping. So be careful. This person might look all beautiful and interesting from the outside, but if you want to fool them like a spider, if you want to come and hurt them, you're going to entrap yourself, because they're very assured about what they want, and they're like a spider. They're not going to let anyone mess with them. And if you're coming here to mess with them, you'll find yourself in a sticky situation. They're not going to be with you, and you might find yourself being, what's the word? Exposed. They're very good at analyzing everything, and they're going to expose you quite clearly and quite soon before things develop, and you'll find yourself in a situation that nobody would really want to be in. Another thing of important significance here is that the spider is associated with the web of weird, which is a Nordic symbol in Norse mythology for the interconnection of past, present, and future. It's a metaphor for shaping destiny. And I see their tarot reader telling them that you are a person who learns from experiences, that you've been through a lot. You're a very smart person. You're able to connect the big picture together. You are able to look at details and look at the big picture. And from your experiences, you were able to build this intricate personality that is now very interesting and intriguing to look at. You take note of all the things you've been through, whether this has to do with your work, which gave you a lot of skills, whether this has to do with your interpersonal relationships, which gave you so many aspects to your personality, something to look at. You are well read. In general, you are a person who is very sophisticated and very attractive to look at and to listen to. Maybe you were well traveled as well. Maybe you've looked and you have a lot of friends from different cultures. You've been to different jobs. Overall, you're a very intriguing person, and you have learned so much from your experiences and from the past, and you're building very well towards your future. With the web here, spider's web, I see you constantly building little by little, because at some point you're going to create this big career that you're just going to show off and be the queen of, or the king of, very soon. You're building something bit by bit, very patiently, very creatively, with a lot of hard work, and you're not showing people a lot of the things that you're doing at the moment, even though your work might be public, but you have a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and all of a sudden people are going to see this big web that you've created, that you're very proud to show off at some point. So their tarot card reader would tell them that this is a very interesting person who has a lot of experiences, a lot of aspects to their personality, and they have a lot to match with, really. They have a lot to do to match with you. The tarot reader is telling them to be ready for that, because this is a person who is very striking and very unique. All right, so let's take a look at what tarot cards come out for your person, and what your tarot reader will be telling them in their reading. Pile number 3. Wow, I see you're a very intelligent person as well. That's hitting the heart here. I see that you're a very intelligent person who values mind over heart first. So you're a person who thinks about things very well before they allow their heart and their emotions to be expressed or to flow freely. You think about things very well, you observe, and you build little by little. In relationships, the tarot reader would tell them that they would work little by little to get to know them, and that you would build the relationship bit by bit to make sure that it's stable and is a safe home for both of you. Like the relationship is a beautiful home for both of you to get to once you're out there and done with everything in life. Okay. And your outside world every day. So you have the Fool in reverse here. What I see the tarot reader would instantly be telling your person, pile number 3, is that they better not fool you, to be quite literal, because you're not a person who will be fooled quite easily. Pile number 1. I see with the spider here, the spider is not an easy character. I see that the tarot reader is telling them that they should be careful about their intentions towards you, because you are not a person who can be fooled. You have a heavy head on your shoulders, you move slowly, and you're very observant. And so if this person is there to play, the tarot reader would be telling them to hold their horses, because they're not going to find themselves in a good situation trying to do that with you at all. Pile number 3. I see the tarot reader telling them that unless they want their innermost designs or intentions to be revealed, then they should go out and pursue you if they don't have the right intentions. You're not an easy person. You have the spider. You're not an easy person to deal with at all. Pile number 3. King of Swords. What I see the tarot reader telling them is that you're a very firm person, You're very rigid when it comes to um, your rights and your boundaries. And I see them telling them that unless you have the intentions to come and treat them properly, you're not going to be able to deal with this person, because this person respects their boundaries, and they're not going to hear the end of it. You might not do it in an immature way, but they're definitely not going to like what they hear if they don't treat you in the way that you believe you you should be treated with, the amount of respect that you have for yourself. And they're gonna look very silly trying to mess with you, honestly. If they don't feel like hearing things that they may not like, they better really keep away from you. You have a very strong character there with the spider. Pile number 3. I have very strong viewers. I'm very proud of you guys. All right, so let's see what their tarot reader would tell them. Pile number 3. I see their tarot reader telling them that they're dealing with a very strong character, and if they want to be with you, they better have a hard not just a hard exterior, but a hard interior rather. I see their tarot reader telling them not to be offended by what you do, but rather to stand up and be courageous and match your strength. Because you are not into weak people, really. And it's not like you look down on weak people. It's just that if it's your counterpart, you need someone who's there that is able to stand strong with you. And if this person is still immature, is not able to stand as strong as you are able to stand, then you're not going to be really that interested in them. So I see this tarot reader talking to them about the strength of your personality. I see this tarot reader telling them that you're not an easy person to deal with, and that they better be careful with that. And if they're there to fool you, they better be laughing at themselves. Because if they're underestimating you, you're way stronger than what they think. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. I see their tarot reader telling them that you're a very smart person, and you have a lot of self-respect for yourself. And if this person is picking between different people, you're definitely not going to you're definitely not going to be a person who allows other people to pick between them and other people. So if the tarot reader is telling them that if they at any point realize that they're part of an entourage that you're picking from, you're never going to see them again. That's that. They value themselves, and they think very highly of themselves, and they know they're a treasure. And if they don't allow themselves to be picked, because they believe they should be the ones picking. And as you can see, it's not very easy to deal with them at all. And you better be sure that this is the person that you want. And if you want them, then you got to be strong enough to come and pursue them. Because once you do, you realize that this is a wonderful person to be with, a person who is strong and self-assured, and will treat you with the same amount of respect that you would be willing to give to them, of course, as well. Willing is not the right person. It's not the right person, of course, but it's not the right word. I mean, with the amount of self-respect that you give them that they deserve. Pile number 3. So pile number 3, I see their tarot reader telling them that not to waste time if they're not able to show you the best of what they have. If they're coming in to give a little of their time if they come in with selfishness, is exactly the word I'm looking for, then they shouldn't be wasting their time at all, because nothing is going to start to begin with. I'm not talking here about things coming to fruition. I'm saying that things aren't going to start if they're not showing, if they're not giving their time, if they're not giving their effort, if they're not putting in, valuing them like a king or a queen. And that's what they believe they deserve. Because believe me, I think with you, pile number 4, you are an equal counterpart. You're looking for your king or for your queen. And so if this person is not going to come in and show equality, they're not going to be able to start this relationship from the very beginning. Because what I see here, your reading started with you refusing from the very beginning, pile number 4. So your strategy is boundaries. It's not beginning anything unless it's right. I see boundaries everywhere. I see no, I see boundaries, I see get out of here. I see nothing is coming in unless it's the right thing. I see their tarot reader telling them that they will not allow any sort of people into their life, no matter how interesting they are, no matter how many valuables they have, no matter how successful they are, no matter how interesting or educated they are. I see their tarot reader telling them that you are only going to allow your equal counterpart in their lives. You respect your home and your heart very well, and you are a person who's after their dreams. And so if they don't match this sort of energy, they're not going to be able to come into your life. That's what I see their tarot readers telling them right away. I see their tarot reader telling them that you're not a happy-go-lucky person. You're more of a realist. You don't have this bubbly personality. You have more of an authoritative personality. Pile number 3. You're a strong character, and it's not going to work for them to come in and make you laugh and give you superficial things in life, some laughter and some compliments and some God knows what else. I think you're very firm about what you want. You know exactly what you want, and you're constantly kicking people out. That's what their tarot reader is telling them. Your theme is to let people out unless it's the right person coming in. Pile number 3. So with the 6 of Cups here, pile number 3, I see their tarot reader telling them that their strategy with you shouldn't be coming in with emotions. Their strategy shouldn't be proposing right away, proposing a relationship right away, or thinking that they can falsely lure you in with the hope of getting into a relationship. I see their tarot reader telling them to be careful because they value their mind over their hearts. And so coming in with some sleazy emotions before you get to know them is not going to work, unfortunately. So their tarot reader is telling them to impress you with the amount of effort that they're willing to be giving in. You're going to be sitting there watching. What can they give you? Are they coming in to give you their time, or are they coming to give you a good time? Maybe you choose to be their friend instead. So you value you look at the different things that people come and propose to you, and you see where they fit according to what they're giving. If they're giving nothing, they're out. If they're giving you resources, then maybe they'll be a good business partner. This picture is making me laugh for the first time. Looking here, I see their tarot reader telling them that they're going to be very confused with you. That they're not going to understand you very quickly, and they better not mess with you. This is why you picked the spider right away. I see their tarot reader telling them to be careful, because they will be the ones, you meaning, will be the ones to put you in the right place, to put them in the right place. So whatever they're offering, this is where you're going to put them, and that's that. And if they want to be with you, then they better think of what they're going to offer you. That's the only way in. Pile number 3. So with the Page of Pentacles here, see, now we can start seeing your inner world a little bit. So I see their tarot reader telling them that even though it's very hard to get you, it's equally very easy to get you, because you're rigid with your boundaries, because you don't want the wrong people to come in. But you're not looking for big castles and beautiful cars and a lot of money and a beautiful, attractive person. You're looking at a person who understands what life is about. A person who you can accept, a person who doesn't have much, if they're really, truly, and honestly want to give you all that they have. This, pile number 3, is what you're looking for. You are looking for a real person. No matter how big or small they're in life, it matters to you that deep in their heart they're courageous, that they're honest, and that they value you the most out of everyone, that they want to build their lives little by little with you, and that they're not here to fool you, but they're here being hopeful that you accept whatever they have to give you, because they admire you for who you are. They admire the materialistic things about you, like your looks and whatever else you have, but most importantly, they value your heart, and that they would be there to stick by you in the good and in the bad, whether your blessings are there or gone. You're looking for a real counterpart who might not start off as being a king or a queen like you, but definitely has the potential to do great things with you. Pile number 3, sorry. See? You have the King of Wands here. I see their tarot reader telling them to act like a man, or if you're a man, for their counterpart, for your person to act in charge, act in a mature way, because this is the only way that you are going to welcome them into your home. They have to show a lot of integrity, of course, but most importantly, they have to show courage, and they have to show maturity. They have to show that they are willing to work side by side with you into building your dreams together, into building a beautiful relationship together. They have to work side by side with you to fix things together, instead of cowarding out and fighting like an immature person. That they're willing to also have a heavy head on their shoulders and to see things for what they are. They're a person who's able to accept feedback, and not taking as criticism, but rather as constructive criticism. A strong person who's able to listen and adjust their behavior so that they build a beautiful relationship with you. And unless they work with this sort of integrity, no matter how little they have, they're not going to be able to manage being in your life. Pile number 3, let alone even getting in the first place. I see their tarot reader telling them that they want someone who's passionate, who shows authority, but is very passionate with them. You appreciate passion very much, even though you are a very cerebral person who transforms themselves a lot. You grow pretty quickly, just like your web here, that you grow bit by bit every day. You also want someone who is passionate. You value emotions very much, and you want a person who knows how to speak to you, how to fill your heart, but at the same time have the strength to stand there by you, because unfortunately for most people, they're not able to stand by you. You're a very strong person, and if they're silly, they're just gonna go out. They're not gonna be able to keep up with you, as you can see. Fools are not able to get into your life. You need a mature person, and that's the only way someone can be in a relationship with you, even if you allowed them in. Pile number 3, I can see their tarot reader telling them that you are a person of a lifetime. I see them telling them that that you are the person of their dreams, obviously, and in order to have this beautiful life that they want with you, they have to work very hard to build it with you. You're looking for someone who's there for the long run, someone to build what you've already built on, and together you can create this beautiful life that is safe for both of you to stay in, so that you can create generations that are healthy, if you want to, of course, and if you choose to. And create a happy life, because their tarot reader would be telling them, in order to create a happy life, it takes a lot of effort, and unless they're willing to be putting in this effort, because this is what you want to do as well, you're not going to be able to fit with this person at all. I see their tarot reader telling them that you are a person of their dreams. Oh, so that's why it's very hard for them to... That's why they're getting all this in their cards. Pile number 3. I see this tarot reader telling this person that you are the person they dream of. I see why this person is listening to all these things, because this person truly loves you. And they have a lot of emotions that they've built over time for you. And I think they're trapped, pile number 3. I think they're starting to realize now that they don't want to be without you. I think they've built a lot of emotions for you, and they've realized that they want to settle down with you. And I think their tarot reader would be telling them that there's a lot of cups here. Would tell them that if you have a lot of feelings for this person, you have to up your game, because it's easy to come in. It's much easier than you think. Doesn't require a lot, but it certainly requires a lot of integrity. Pile number 3. That's so cute. I see this person as wanting to build a home with you. This is why you have the spider web, a home. Pile number 3, I feel like this person has a lot of emotions for you. And I think that this person will be listening. If they had a tarot reader, would be listening to this. They're willing to give you all this. This is so cute. Please let me know more about this in the comment section. Is this resonating with you? Do you know a person who is willing to work for you? Both of you are very interesting characters, pile number 3. So I see this tarot reader telling them that this is a rebirth for them. I think that this person is going to change a lot of things for you. I think you are an inspiration to them, for them to change a lot of immature things that they had. I think they're going to reverse their full energy, and they're going to have a rebirth into understanding that this is the right way to have a relationship. They admire your strength, and they want to level up to be at your level. And I see this person not thinking of any options anymore. I think that this person has realized that that you are the person that they want, that no one matches with you, that you're the person of their dreams, pile number 1. I see this person moving from a page to a king because of their passion. I see this person leveling up to your standard very soon, pile number 3. And if this happens, please remember my reading. I would love to see more about this And please share your story. I'm very interested in what you have to say, pile number 3. Whoa, Knight of Cups. So for you, before we get into what the tarot reader is saying, I think this person is definitely going to be leveling up, because you have the Page, the Knight, and the King. You're going to see progress with this person constantly, because they want to match up and show you that they are worth your love. Now, with the tarot reader, I see this tarot reader telling them that just like a web, see, remember when we said the web and the spider is symbol, a Nordic symbol, the web of weird, of past, present, and future. I see that the tarot reader would tell them that they have a lot of growing to do. I see that this tarot reader would predict for them that they will be taking a lot of actions, and they will be revising their intentions, revisiting how they act, and really growing with this experience. I see their tarot reader predicting that at some point you are going to be seeing the amount of effort that they are going to be doing. And I think that you may, pile number 3, I think me and the other tarot reader would be expecting that at some point you might think that it's very cute what they're doing for you. I see that you're going to be seeing a lot of efforts. You're going to see a lot of their efforts, just like a spider's web here. I think you're going to be noticing how they're really growing mentally and emotionally. And at some point, they're going to be your counterpart, and you're going to accept them in pile number 3. Pile number 3, I loved your reading. Please let me know more about you in the comment section. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!